The time is now. Stop wasting time. The time is now for you to chase your dreams, for you to get after it. Let's go. On this video, I'll be showing you ways of how to stop wasting your time. It starts with urgency. You have to improve, you have to increase your urgency. Step one in this process is knowing your why. You gotta know your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? You have a dream, why do you want to accomplish that dream? You have a goal, why do you want to achieve that goal? It's not for me to know. It's not for your mama to know. It's not for your pops to know. It's not for all your friends to know. It's for you to know. You need to know your why. Why are you getting up at 5 in the morning? Why are you putting your blood, sweat, and tears into whatever you're trying to do? You got to know why. And when you know why you're doing what you're doing, and when you really know why you're going hard, now you're able to be more urgent. How bad do you want it? You got to know how bad you want it. And if you want it bad enough, you're going to use your time wisely. But you got to know your why. Don't be out here just floating, just out here drifting, doing things without knowing why you're doing what you're doing. Be intentional. Intentionality is key. You have to be intentional. And that starts with knowing your why. Step number 2 is remove distractions. You have to know how to remove distractions. And in order to do that, you have to know what is a distraction for you in your life. Is it parties? Is it trying to fit in? Is it your circle? And we're going to talk about that later. But what is distracting you from going hard, from going after your goals? Is it social media? A lot of times we can be so caught up in what everybody else got going on that we lose sight of what we have going on. Or we can get caught up in entertainment. And we're wasting time, being entertained instead of using that time to work on ourselves, to improve, to develop, to grow. We want to watch the game. We want to watch the movies. We want to watch the TV shows. We want to go read this book, not for education, but for an escape, for entertainment. And while we're reading these books or watching these movies or watching these games, we're not realizing that we're the director of our own movie. What about our movie? What about our book? What about our game? What about our lives? So caught up in the entertainment. What about what about what you got going on? That's just as important. Really more important. That's more important. So instead of being so caught up in, all this entertainment, focus on what you got going on for yourself. So if that means you have to stop watching TV, do it. If that means you need to delete social media, do it. Whatever you need to do to remove those distractions, do it. Because that's preventing you from spending that time on yourself and your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. Number 3 is you need to surround yourself with people who have a sense of urgency. Surround yourself with people who are productive. I say all the time, birds of a feather flock together. You can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with the chickens. So be honest with yourself. Who are you hanging around? Are you hanging around wise individuals? Are you hanging around productive individuals? Individuals with a sense of urgency? Individuals that are more focused on themselves and their goals than they are with the entertainment and the outside world? Or are you hanging around people who are caught up in social media, are caught up in an image, are caught up in, things that aren't really fulfilling long term? If so, change your environment. Change the people you hang around. Even if that means you have to be alone. A lot of times we think being alone and being lonely are the same things. That's not the same thing. Nothing wrong with being alone, enjoying your solitude, enjoying your time for yourself. Because this world is full of distractions. It's full of things that can stress you out, things that can pull your energy and drain your energy. So when you're alone, now you can use all that energy, those thoughts towards yourself, and be inner directed. Walk to the beat of your own drum. That's okay. You don't always have to fit in. You don't always have to have a crowd of people around you. Sometimes it's okay to walk alone. And in reality, what God has for you already has your name on it. Your destination is waiting on you. But you won't be able to get there if you're following along with the wrong crowd. You're going to end up where they need to be at instead of where you need to be at. So be sure to surround yourself with the right people. And sometimes you can't pick, if you're going to work or if you're at school in a certain class or you're on a sports team, you can't pick all your teammates. You can't pick everybody that's in your class. You can't pick everybody that's at your job. So for that, you just have to learn to exist with those individuals, but you don't gotta spend more of your time or energy than you have to. After work, leave them people alone. After practice, after you done, leave them people alone. And find your tribe, find your crowd that's for you, that's with you, that has your best interest, that's have a sense of urgency, and that are productive and focused. So I'm not gonna talk your ears off. I'm a end the video like that, and I'm gonna summarize. You have to stop wasting time, and you have to have a sense of urgency. 3 steps. First step is knowing your why. Why do you want what you want? Why are you going after what you're going after? Number 2, remove distractions. Things that could, pull your focus away from what you need to be doing, whether that's social media, entertainment, or anything. Remove those distractions. If you're trying to eat healthier, remove the junk food out the pantry or the refrigerator, or off the counter. And number 3 is surround yourself with people who are focused, who are ambitious, who are productive, and who have a sense of urgency. Birds of a feather flock together. You can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with the chickens. That'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see next, and I'll catch you on the next video.